Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Retro Completionist. This is a generous creator who's been with Tuber Chat several times over the last many months, and is somebody who does a lot of engaging Let's Play walkthrough videos of different video games, typically in a retro style, on his channel. I hope everybody will rally around them and we'll push them a little bit farther. They've got about 1,720 subscribers already, so they're doing just great. We want to get them rolling on the road to 1,800. Forgive my delay in getting started today. We're usually never late, but I just needed an extra 15 minutes for setup, so thank you everybody for your patience for that reason. We've got a busy beginning again, so thank you everyone. Jack Dawson, thank you for 2 super chats today already. I really do appreciate that. Jack Dawson is an extremely generous creator who spreads positivity and generosity through the chat constantly, so we'll look at that channel in a few more minutes before we start spinning the wheel. My YT BFF is in the house. Fern's Junk Closet is here with her second channel, VMAX Show, and thank you for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at that channel right after Jack Dawson. She's actually a member with Fern's Junk Closet, and I'll show you both channels when we get that up. As a matter of fact, we're only about 5 weeks away from episode number 200, where Vern's Junk Closet will join me again for another 2-hour live stream, much different than what we usually do here. We'll have a conversation about what we've learned through the last 100 episodes of time between the two of us. She's got over 4,000 subscribers and is a very much loved and well-respected creator in the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in Tuber Chat. Corinne's Life, thank you so much for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. That makes Corinne's Life our new stream boss. And we will look at your channel right after VMAX Show before I start spinning the wheel. We're going to give a little more time to our featured channel of the day. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that we see within the chat. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So, welcome everybody. Forgive me, I usually do my introductions much earlier, but I appreciate everybody hanging out, especially getting here so early. Buddha of Destiny, Namaste. It's always great to see you. That's an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. We run into each other supporting other creators all the time. Chef BC, Cherry Bliss VSC, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Circle of Friends Paranormal, it's good to have you back. Donut Toys and Games is always with us here at Tuber Chat. And Fanatic Guide, it's good to have you back again. Convoltic, it's always good to see you in the chat. And a couple of our most loyal and dedicated supporters, not just here in Tuber Chat, but on all of YouTube. Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA are both here as moderators always. And my love, Kristen Welton, is always here as a member and a moderator. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, it's always good to see you. And a very generous creator, Mr. Fulton Mraz, is here. He always shares for us and is with us almost every day here in Tuber Chat. Myrtle Plays, it's good to have you back. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is here. I'm going to get you onto the wheel in another moment. Excuse me. And I'm going to get Mr. Fulton Mraz on there too. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. He's with us every day here in Tuber Chat as well, and allows people to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here. As well, Miss Brown's Family is the second channel from Cooking with Miss Brown. Good to see you here. MSK Family Vlogs just walked in. And we have Spotless Calm back in the house. Good to see you again. The How-To Lady always spreads positivity through the chat. Our dear friends, Two Pineapples, is already on the wheel. They were here right at the beginning of the live stream today in Wolfsbane Explorations. It's good to see you here as well. 345 Barry, it's great having you back in the house. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I should get around to everybody, of course. I am way behind following the chat, as I always am when we start. So if you've mentioned anything that you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again. put 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. Hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. Khalid Delicious Food, it's good to have you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. And then Spotless Com, it's great to have you here when you can be. I moved the times of the live streams around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for all of us to support each other as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every minute that everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat, and I hope you get the value that you're looking for while you're in here. Vlog and American. Oh, Marikar. Am I pronouncing that right? Oh, Vlogni Marikar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. If anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. House of X Entertainment is here. Just going to get you right onto the wheel. That is, yo, it's your boy Leo and It's Been Lunston, yes honey, together in a joint business channel. And then, again, oh, we have... my like comment, Thrill Seeks. David is always with us here in the chat as well. What did I miss, Thrill Seeks? Let me see if I can find it. I missed it. 33 million trillion likes. There you go. You're competing with Khalid Delicious Food, so thank you. What live streaming app do I use? Myrtle Plays. For Tuber Chat, we used to use StreamYard for many, many episodes, and then we switched around November, December to Streamlabs, which is still a work in progress. And we just wanted to add Streamlabs because there's more you can do with it, right? And then if I am outdoors on my personal channel, I will occasionally use StreamYard, most often use Streamlabs, and if I'm on mobile, always Streamlabs, unless I absolutely have to use YouTube's app or something like that. And yeah, today's very busy, Corinne's Life. You're absolutely right. One more time, we're looking at Retro Completionist, which is our featured channel for today. And again, this is another creator who has spread generosity through our chat, has been with Tuber Chat many times in the past, and for that reason, I wanted to feature them and show this channel off to everybody. I hope that you'll rally around them and push them, like I said, a little bit farther than the 1720 or so that they have right now, a little closer to the 1800 that they are likely thinking about. The wheel's full to start with right this second, but I will start moving through channels. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple that I've got to take care of right away. So we're going to look at Jack Dawson first of all. And this is a creator who always spreads generosity through our chat. Happens to be a member and has blessed us with many super chats as well. When I look for this channel, I type in Jack Dawson MLB The Show. For those of you who have seen the Titanic movie or at least heard of it, Jack Dawson is the name of the lead character. So it's an unbelievably popular name on the internet. And for that reason, Jack Dawson struggles with the search results right now. But for any channels that have popular words or popular names, you can do a wonder for them by searching, finding, and clicking on them while you're looking for them. Oh yeah, no, I just needed an extra 15 minutes today, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Not for any real reason. I'm usually never late, right? Oh, Streamlabs, Thrill Seeks. There's a little bit of a learning curve to it. How do you get more people to watch relaxing music live streams? Spotless Com. So my recommendation to everybody is if you post at least once a week a piece of quality content, your channel will grow organically, guaranteed. And then as well, here in Tuber Chat's community, we believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive, knowing that that will come back usually more so than what you were looking for in the first place. We believe that wholeheartedly, and we see it again and again and again. So my recommendation is always anything that you want from people on YouTube, it would be an idea to go out and give much more than what you're looking for. So if you want 3 comments on your video, go give 10. If you want 3 views, go give 10. If you want 3 likes, go give 10. And you know, that continues on. The more you do for others, the more comes back to you always. But then again, like I said, consistency is key. As long as you're posting once a week, quality is up to you to decide. It's not for me or anybody else for your channel. But if you can get to a place where you're posting at least once a week, organic growth is pretty much guaranteed. So hopefully that's helpful. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, then I'll appreciate that as well. They really do help the stream. Khalid Delicious Food has hit 2,000, so hopefully everybody will join me in congratulating them for their 2K subscribers. Mumjoy, I'm just getting you onto the wheel right away. Fazio to Phase King, it's good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. And if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Sizzle's Diaries, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Jack Dawson is an incredible commentator. He does live gaming streams, and what happens is he's able to keep up with the gameplay. He commentates for everybody in the chat to understand what's going on, and then as well keeps up with the action in the chat even much better than I do. So that's fantastic stuff, and hopefully everybody will rally around Jack Dawson, get him a little bit farther on the road towards the 1700 that he's looking at right now, and you will have a good time hanging out with him in his live streams when you get there. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs is here. Thank you for coming back in. And then B Savage, good to see you here. Thank you very much for coming in. Michael's Adventures, our dear friend and moderator, has sent over another friend for us. So B Savage, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. VMAX Show is Vern's Junk Closet. This is her second channel where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the real Vern behind Vern's Junk Closet. She's a dear friend. She is my YouTube BFF, and we are together very often in different panels and have collaborated several times. She'll be back with me for episode 200. As a matter of fact, today we're on episode 179, so we're getting pretty close, and she will join me again for another live stream similar to our episode 100, which you can go back and look at. She has a lot of knowledge when it comes to YouTube, and we both enjoy sharing our knowledge within the community, and we will catch up with everything we've learned in the last 100 episodes of Tuber Chat. John H. Shelton, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Kira Welton, my in real life BFF forever, is in the house. That's Kristen Welton's daughter. She's always here as a moderator. And we are going to look at Vern's Junk Closet just for a quick second here. She's already halfway to the 1K on her second channel. And thank you one more time for your super chat. Vern's Junk Closet has a lot of variety on her channel, but with over last time I looked and noticed it was 4.25K. So she's already at 4.45K, 4,450 or so subscribers. So she's climbing very rapidly, and hopefully everybody will rally around her. This is where she shows a lot of generosity in sharing the knowledge that she has about YouTube and through her community, and then as well is inspiring on top of that. And hopefully Other than that, everybody's doing okay. Thrill Seeks. And I will go and look for your message on Thrive Together. What Thrill Seeks is talking about is our copyright-free music channel. It's a work in progress and in an experimental stage right now, but it is live. You can check that out. And Stream Elements will drop the link for that, as you've just seen, actually, a moment ago there, where soon all the music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat will be available as copyright-free music that anybody can use. All things Miss Anita, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we are going to move along. We're going to look at Corinne's life now. Thank you for your super chat as well. She's become the stream boss again for the I don't know how many time. So thank you so much for your generosity. Corinne's life is a generous creator in many different ways, including the fact that she does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time. And as well, she swaps playlists with people even though she's monetized. She's got at least another channel here. It looks like 3 more channels. And she allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. On Makeup with Corinne, this is her 2nd channel, and she's already got the featured channels collaboration going there as well. So when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with a creator. That's where the real solid and strong foundation comes for our channels. And then as well, if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so I can return that favor, because I absolutely love to do that. BMac Show, thank you one more time for your super chat. Again, that's Vern's Junk Closet that we just looked at a quick moment ago. And like I said, she'll be joining me in approximately 5 weeks for episode 200, which will be following right around the time of the 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat. We started on April 30th last year with a test stream and officially began in May. So we've got a couple of exciting things to look forward to. Kristen Welton is coming up right now. She is always in the chat as a member and a moderator. This is my love. We live together in Southern Ontario, very close to Niagara Falls, Canada. And we will have a look at her channel right now. She also does the featured channels collaboration. She is willing to swap playlists with people, even though she's monetized. Of course, it's still a beneficial trade for monetized channels, because as people are running your playlist, of course, ads will be playing. Then as well, she has a lot of variety on her channel. Her channel's her own thing, very much run by herself, and she has lifestyle videos, a lot of unboxings, collaborations with other YouTubers, and she's had some success with shorts videos as well. As you can see, a couple here with 19,000 and 28,000, and a few others with a few thousand each, which is fantastic stuff. So hopefully everybody will rally around her. We'll push her a little bit farther toward the 1,300 that she's looking towards. And Priscilla XO, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. Khalid Delicious Food is willing to swap playlists. I know Michael's Adventures, Jack Dawson, Kristen Welton, and many other creators in the house are going to be willing to do that. So if you are willing to swap playlists, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, like Little Frenchie and Big Texas just did. And then other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Let's spin, see who's coming up next. Artfully Blind with Diana is another generous creator. She happens to be a gold member, so she gets the guaranteed feature that I talk about all the time, including the slides at the beginning, middle, and end of the live streams that all of our silver and gold members get. And then as well, her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we will soon see. With 3,000 subscribers, you can bet that there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. Elisa and Alex, thank you for coming in. It's always great to have you in the chat. And as we work through channels, we'll move a little bit faster now than we do at the beginning. And then I will get to adding some more names to the wheel from our list with the help of my robot Bautissimo, who seemed to be off ill yesterday and is back in action in full force today, thank goodness. Botissimo is just a chat bot. We use 4 of them here. For those of you who live stream or are thinking about it, I use many different ones so that if one goes down, you've got others to back it up and provide the things you need. These chatbots can make the job of your moderators much easier by repeating some of the messages in the chat that otherwise people would have to mention. And oh, Thrill Seeks, that's okay. As long as you have some kind of a clue of who you're running playlists for, I'm sure you'll be able to pick that up, and everybody always understands. We all have technical difficulties of different kinds, whether it's, you know, regarding YouTube or other things, now that our lives have so many devices in them. And then B Savage lived in Canada for 14 years. So I'm assuming you mean you're gone from Canada now, but hopefully you enjoyed the time that you were here. And other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. And like I said, I'll start moving a little bit faster. And then Purple Tube is in the house. Spreading positivity, of course. Yes, keep pushing for your goals and never give up on your dreams. Absolutely. It can be, it can take some time, you know, and you will go through a lot of ups and hopefully not too many downs, but questionable times, let's just say, as things change, both for your channels, your communities, and on your journey. And then hopefully you'll stay motivated, and you can rely on a lot of people here in the Tuber Chat community, certainly, to spread positivity and optimism, not to mention inspiration, through the chat and hopefully outside on the other social networks as well, so that you can keep motivated yourself. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has 1,130 or so subscribers, and we want to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're looking for. They are also a generous creator who allows people to connect the same way, excuse me, that we do here in Tuber Chat, and then as well is willing to swap playlists with creators, of course. Fazio to Face King still in the house. Thank you, Khalid. Delicious food. Yeah, you're competing with Thrill Seeks for how many thumbs up we're going to have. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up while you're out there supporting each other. And I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It's very quick, and it really does help the stream. So I'll appreciate the thumbs up greatly. And St. Clair's Republic, thank you for coming in. Mum Joy's in the house. I don't think I welcomed you, but I did put you on the wheel already. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up next, even though I misspelled it on the wheel, but that's okay. House of X Entertainment Inc. is a joint business channel between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, who are two creators who I've been connected to for more than a year now. And as a matter of fact, It's Me Wanston Yes Honey was the first creator to ever come into a Tuber Chat live stream. So they've been with us from the beginning. They both have fully monetized channels with membership set up and everything else. I hope you'll follow them on their personal channels, which you can find in their featured channel section. There's Yo, It's Your Boy Leo right there. It's Me Wanston Yes Honey on the side as well. And here they have 353 subscribers, so they are well halfway towards the 400 that we know they're thinking about, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well. And then hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And thank you, B Savage. Yes, I do love living in Canada. I'm very grateful to have, you know, lived here my whole life. Kristen, Kira, and I all have in different cities and areas. Now we're together, but I grew up in Toronto and now live in Niagara Falls, well, close to Niagara Falls. It's always been a part of my life, and now is a much bigger part for the last 5 or so years. But it is definitely a beautiful country and has a lot to offer. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo's in the house. Very good to see them. They've got 2 channels now. They've got Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo Shorts, as well as their main channel, which we will look at when I pull them up. I'm going to put them on the wheel right away, of course. And as well, they are finding success on Instagram and TikTok with fun short form videos as well. They have been generous supporters of Tuber Chat for a long, long time, and a couple of creators who I hope to collaborate with in real life sometime soon. if things start opening up in our area. We're just slowly crawling out of the latest round of lockdowns, but hopefully we're looking forward to a little bit more outdoors activity in the summer, and that might help. Hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Looks like everybody's meeting new friends and family members. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment. If there was anything you wanted me to see, just please be patient with me. Mention it again. I tend to fall behind. Mention 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message, and it may help me see it a little bit easier. Of course, you can mention me if you'd like to. I know it's a bit to type out on a phone, but on a computer, it's a bit easier. Mr. Fulton Mraz will be right back, and Spotless Com is in and out, so that's okay. B Savage is talking to Michael's Adventures, but I'm glad that he had you come over. I'm glad you gave Tuber Chat a chance. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, like I said, and hopefully you're already meeting new friends and family members here. We're very much focused on the relationships between creators. So Tuber Chat is just a meeting place where we all come to introduce ourselves to other creators for the purpose of collaborating in many different ways. And the intention is that everybody will support you over the long term, not just the coming days, but weeks, months, maybe even eventually years. You never know when those magical creators are going to show up in your community that truly support you constantly with thumbs up, with views, with likes, hanging out in your live streams, premieres, and are truly interested and excited for your success and to watch you grow and improve on YouTube. So that's my hope. You never know when the next, big heavy hitters are going to come in your community, and hopefully you found already some here in Tuber Chat. And it happens all the time. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen, like I'm doing now with MSK Family Vlogs, is talking about the creators and the channels, which I get to know better and better every week. And we see the relationships that are built when we're out supporting each other and finding other people from the Tuber Chat community in each other's live streams, commenting on each other's videos and such like that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is last day of stay at home in England. Very good. Hopefully you're going to enjoy some moving around and outdoor time and everything else. So Thrill Seeks is willing to swap playlists as well, and Michael's Adventures is always willing to swap playlists. MSK Family Vlogs is a dynamic family of creators. I've been lucky to catch them both in videos and a live stream at least once. I think a few times actually. And then they have 1,140 subscribers or so, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that we know that they are looking for. And let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. And after we get a few more channels on the screen, I will add some more names from our list onto the wheel. This is Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC. With 292 subscribers, she is closing in very, very quickly on the 300. We know it's on our mind right now. Hopefully everybody will rally around this creator. There's much to be learned from her as well. You know, things like food channels, cooking, and finance and other things. I always think, almost anybody can have a good time following these channels and consuming their content. When it comes to anything talking about a healthier lifestyle or food in general, finance and those kind of things that affect everybody, then that's something I like to focus on. So Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC has been a generous creator who's been a member of the Tuber Chat community for a while now. Hopefully everybody will rally around her and, like I said, get her moving towards the 300 that we know she's thinking about. I'm going to get you to pardon me for a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. That was just a quick move, but we're all good. Hopefully everybody's meeting new friends and family members, having a good time, and all that good stuff. Let us spin the wheel. We'll get another channel. Welcome to the Rich family. Good to have you back in the chat. Thanks for coming in. And here's Mum Joy right now. Let's talk about this channel. One of our brand newest members. So they are added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day now. Mumjoy has got a lot of variety on their channel, and hopefully everybody will rally around them. Now, we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they are thinking of right now. We all know what it's like to hit a different milestone of any kind, whether it's your first subscriber, your first 10, 50, 100, or 1,000, or anywhere in between, or even farther. So we all know that we love to push each other a little bit farther so that we can all enjoy crossing as many milestones as we would like. The Duffus family channel is back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Push and Boost, good to see you here. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, I believe, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Declan Fans 2020 Official is back with us again. Trying desperately to fix my window here. It doesn't seem to want to do what I want it to do. Huh. Okay, let's try something else here. There we are. Nice and neat. Oh, Circle of Friends Paranormal. Forgive me, I don't know if I welcomed you earlier. I think you've been here for a while already, but it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I never mean to miss anybody. I certainly don't ever want to do that, so just please forgive me if I do. Don't be afraid to nudge me, especially members, when you know you're supposed to be on the wheel. If I forget, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is a perfect example of somebody who's had to remind me I don't know how many times, but I would rather have that than make the mistake of forgetting something important. Thrill Seeks is coming up right now. This is David. He's here with us in the chat all the time. Definitely willing to swap playlists. You can reach out to him specifically or everybody in the chat by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists, as you see him do. 867 subscribers. He's moving along just nicely. Hopefully we're going to get him moving a little bit closer to the 900 that we know he's thinking about, and we'll be officially on the road to 1K. So we'll be looking forward to that as well. Life with Rose and Ann, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And it looks like everybody's doing okay. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it is on your community tab, if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate that. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that greatly as well. JetLife777's in the house. Let's get you onto the wheel right away. And Thrill Seeks is looking forward to some really engaging content coming up actually in May. They said they've got 4 more rides they're expecting to be able to go and cover for us. Emotion is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin and we'll get another channel up here. Artfully Blind with Diana is here in the chat with us, but we already looked at that channel. Of course, she was already on the wheel at the beginning. She happens to be a gold member, so she gets that guaranteed feature that I talk about with the slides that we see all the time for our gold and silver members at the beginning, middle, and end of the streams. Like Just Vlogging Life, she also gets her link dropped every 30 minutes or so, as we have seen. Just Vlogging Life has been an extremely generous supporter, loyal and dedicated, of course, with Tuber Chat and myself personally for quite some time, and hopefully we're going to push her very close now to the 500, halfway on the road to the magical 1K. That's an important part of all of our lives. And welcome to the rich family. Not yet. You're not on the wheel yet. So I have a robot here called Bautissimo that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. I'm just going to refresh the page right now. And what happens is when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I start adding names from this list. And then it's kept in order. Like Circle of Friends Paranormal's been here from the beginning. Scratch and PPA is always at the top of the list with Sam's Vlogs, Trains of More, Corinne's Life, Thrill Seeks. Buddha of Destiny, Namaste was here at the beginning. Two Pineapples is always early. Spotless Calm was here. So I'm going to start adding names to the wheel shortly. And then, like I said, it just comes in somewhat of an order. Bottissimo does a great job of keeping track not only of how long people are here, but how much they interact with each other in the chat. It has its own arbitrary point system that it works on, and I rely on that. And I find it very, very helpful for those of you who live stream or are thinking about it. Old School Patricia's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's another member, so we're going to get that channel onto the wheel right away. We're going to put Unmasked Lifestyle up on the screen, and tomorrow they have a celebration of life. Unfortunately, Unmasked Lifestyle lost her mother just over a month ago, and now we'll be doing a special live stream tomorrow. I'm just going to see if I can find it here. I know she's got it set up already, but it's I forget how you find these things. Anyway, it will... We'll be rating that tomorrow after Tuber Chat, and join her for that as well. CBN Evolve, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. BKTV, good to have you back as well. Thank you for coming in. Push and Boost, what topic relevant nowadays? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What topic is relevant nowadays? I'm not sure. We talk a lot about YouTube. Sometimes we get into technical details. Janetti's Corner, thank you for coming in. And a lot of times we just focus on channels and introducing everybody to each other. Some people here in the chat may not know, but I run other channels for other people. That's how I started on YouTube 4 or 5 years ago. And I started my channels later. And I continue to do that now. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So the wish is that we will all share our knowledge here, in the Tuber Chat community, so that we can all make better decisions for our channels, myself included. I never like to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. I try not to. But the idea is just to take both experience and ideas from everybody here in the chat, mix them up together so that we can all, like I said, make better decisions for our channels. Oh, your screen kept losing connection last night, Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs. Yeah, actually my internet cut off, so we actually lost the stream. We didn't lose it, it's still there, of course, but it did cut, so we had to do a second half. So that doesn't happen very often, but for the few times that we have seen it happen, what happens here in Tuber Chat is we will restart one time. And then Phase Yoda, Phase King, I'm hoping that you're meeting new friends and family members. I have to look at this channel too now. The best success for anybody a little bit newer here to Tuber Chat is to make the first move, reach out to other creators, and support them, knowing that they will turn around and support you as well. The instructions are in our video description for exactly how we connect, including watching a full video of at least 3 minutes long, leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video, giving a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell. And then coming back and letting them know that you've done that, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. There are a lot of awesome channels here, Push and Boost. You're absolutely right. And Emotion is a music channel, and this is an artist that comes to us now as a generous creator, definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. I see them supporting other creators all the time while I'm out trying to do the same myself. Anybody here who loves BTS? I'm sure there probably are. And then, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Circle of Friends Paranormal is on the wheel now, and I will grab another couple of names here, including Buddha of Destiny, Namaste. And Spotless Calm. Actually, and I'll put Little Frenchie and Big Texas as well, and then we will spin. Emotion has 320 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them rolling, maybe even as high as 325 or 330 today, a little bit closer to the 400 we know that they're thinking about. Look at that luck. Buddha of Destiny Namaste was one of the first creators in here today. They are an extremely supportive creator that I see out supporting others all the time. Norfolk Dashcam's in the house. They're a gold member, so they're already on the wheel for today. We're going to look at Buddha of Destiny Namaste right now. 421 subscribers. And like I said, I run into them constantly supporting others, so they're definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. Somebody I think everybody needs to connect with, and I hope that you will. Hopefully we'll push them as well to maybe even 425, closer to the 500 they're thinking about. And then, yes, Declan Fans 2020. I'm never going to forget about you. That's for sure. And then thank you, B Savage. Glad you're having a good time. Hopefully you're meeting some new friends and family members. Bobby Loves Beauty is an extremely dynamic creator who has an unbelievably loyal and dedicated community around her channel. As much as I will say to people, I hope you get a warm welcome when you come in here to the Tuber Chat community, and I know that you do because we have a lot of generous creators here who are definitely willing to help each other always. I do see that Bobby Loves Beauty has an unbelievably welcoming community around her. When I went to her live stream for the first time, I was given so much of a warm welcome that we now have creators from that day that still come back to Tuber Chat for almost every live stream now. And then Phasio to Phase King, I'm just asking you if you have Instagram or Facebook or somewhere that I can talk to you outside. Alright, other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. Let's spin. We'll get another channel going. You do. Phasio to Face King. I forget if we're already connected, but do you mind just sending me a quick message on Instagram? I will appreciate that. Circle of Friends Paranormal, thank you for coming in. Let's look at what you've got going on for us today. They've been with us probably for the beginning of the stream. When I look over at my Bautissimo list, they're right in the top slot for most active today. 81 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well, maybe even to 85 or closer to 90, and get them right around the corner from their first 100. One thing we know about channels that are on the way to the first 100 is that the purging that's been going on with YouTube for the last 6 months or so is hitting them the hardest. So what we can do, first of all, we should always be doing as much as possible for all creators when we're connecting, but with channels under 100, I like to come onto the discussion tab and give them a comment right there. It just shows the algorithm that I cared a little bit more and wanted to make sure that that connection stuck. And then as well, instead of watching one video or even two, maybe think about watching 3 or 4, or putting a few into your watch later list, let that run at any time after the stream. It shows YouTube that you cared that much that you wanted to already go back for a second, third, or fourth video from that creator, and it should make the connection solid. As you see, when I put channels on the screen, they are always subscribed. So we only ever lose like 1 out of 1,000, you know, it seems. It's almost never that I put up a channel that YouTube has taken the subscription away. And that reason, the reason behind it is because when I'm out in other live streams and I meet new friends, or, you know, in other ways, I'm always watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long, following the procedure that we do here. But if somebody comes into Tuber Chat for the first time and we put their channel on the screen, you all see that I take at least a 10-minute video, or 2 or 3 videos if they don't have a 10-minute one, and put them into my watch later list, and I make sure I follow the procedure to a T. You all know that because you see me do it for you. So its system works. Hopefully everybody's doing that for each other. And then the how-to ladies in the house, good to see you here. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you earlier. I thought you've been here for a while. Maybe I just see somebody talking to you now, and hopefully you are what everybody will find from the how-to lady. She's always spreading positivity through the chat. Be Savage, forgive us. So in our video description, it kind of touches on it, but what happens here in Tuber Chat, True sub for sub activity is against YouTube's community guidelines, so we avoid that at all costs here. That's why we don't use those words in the chat specifically. We're here for much more than that. We're here literally to meet other creators for the purpose of supporting each other over the long term. But because we don't use those words in the chat, we use other terms to describe our activity. So somebody may say, I've been to your house and left you a package, or I baked you some cookies, or I want to dance with you. It all means the same thing. It means they've been to your channel, watched a video of at least 3 minutes long in full, left a meaningful, genuine comment for you related to the content of that video, which you'll be able to find, given you a thumbs up, subscribed, hopefully turn the notification bell on as well, as I do for all creators, and then they will be waiting for you to do the same thing. So we use a lot of silly language here in the chat to describe our activity, but it really is all the same thing, and it's just because we want to stay within YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines always. Nocturnal Nation, good to see you here, and the how-to lady, I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, of course, so I'm glad, but the how-to lady's always spreading positivity through the chat. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters of Tuber Chat for a very long time now. They came on as members right when we got monetized many months ago at the end of August, as a matter of fact. They've been with us since long before that, previously featured, of course, but they're actually finding success on a second channel here. This is their main channel, Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, with 2,630 or so subscribers. They're fully monetized, have membership set up. But as well, they've got a shorts channel. So this is an option for yourselves as creators. If you think that doing shorts videos does not fit into the basic genre that your channel follows, you might want to break off into a second channel. It's a big decision to make, but for them it seems to have been the right move, and then they've got some success here. Look, one of their videos has got a almost 250,000 views already, and they're already well over 500 subscribers, halfway on the road to the magical 1K on this channel. Thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Oh, yeah, it's no, Be Savage. It's a very weird thing. I had to be, I had to learn the ways of what we're doing here a year ago myself. When I decided to start Tuber Chat, the reason why I was inspired to do that is because I found so many generous creators willing to help each other and guide each other along, and follow each other and help with views, likes, comments for the long term. I've made many friends here on Tuber Chat, here on YouTube, and that's what inspired the Tuber Chat community. But I had to learn, like the first time Nightbot, one of the robots, timed me out or yelled at me in the chat for using caps or whatever it was, I snapped and tried to block it, because I didn't know any more than anybody else when I started, and I continue to learn every day, right? And it's very silly, the things that we have to say to each other here. People will talk about giving each other bananas and cookies and dancing and baking and visiting each other's houses and all this other stuff. If you've been here many times, you get used to it pretty quick, but for anybody that's here the first time, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and it sounds very silly, of course. But you're off to the races now, and hopefully you've met lots of friends and family members here. My Life as Shanice, good to see you back in the chat. Thank you for coming in. I think Makeup with Jessica Vargas is here. Thank you for coming in. Wi-Fi's not doing well. I had trouble with that yesterday, but hopefully you'll hang in there. She's doing a great job of posting regularly. And let me see what else is happening. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. I tend to fall behind, but hopefully everybody's doing okay. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you here. And Elisa and Alex, a question. Don't bake cookies a lot, just... but the next day, they're all gone. So stuck in the same number for months. Oh, how or why is that? So ever since about September the 14th or so, Tuber Chat has been purging very aggressively. What they used to do is go through every 3 months or so and do a major purge, and they remove anything they find is inactive or invalid. So if you have creators who've, let's say, quit, not produced anything in a while, or haven't never, like let's say they subscribed to you but they never came back to watch a second video or comment or like or anything, YouTube could take that connection away. What we find is that it happens to channels who are growing the most aggressively. So if you're hitting 2 or 3 or 4 growth streams a day, that might be a part of the reason. Not every growth stream is going to focus on relationships in their communities. Now, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of growth streams out there where you can meet all kinds of other creators and get bananas and cookies and everything else, but you just want to beware of what the underlying intention is of the community, right? If it aligns with your own goals, then it's great for you, and if not, you just might want to think about slowing down a little bit. And as you can meet about 10 to 20 people in a 2-hour live stream here on Tuber Chat maximum, depending on how much time you can spend, right? But if we're usually here for 2 hours, you can meet 10 to 20 people. Any more than that is too much. And Tuber Chat loses subscribers like everybody else does. That's what we're talking about. But nobody ever loses Tuber Chat. It is extremely rare. And we see that here every day, because every time I put channels on the screen, they're subscribed, because I always follow the procedure. And I have heard from other creators who said, yes, when you follow the procedure, it works perfectly. And lots of creators have shared their information, both with me and here in the community, so that we can all get better at this. You must be watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long. You must be leaving long, genuine comments related to the content of the video. You can't say nice one or good video or friend here from Tuber Chat or that kind of stuff. YouTube will make that mark as spam and could very well take the connection away. It's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's YouTube doing it. We've seen valid connections like twice this year, 6 months apart. My girlfriend, who I live with for 5 years now, was not subscribed to me or Tuber Chat, which is ridiculous. She's here as a member and a moderator every day. So remember, it's YouTube doing it, but if either one of the 2 people connecting at a time are not following the full procedure, YouTube could take the connection away. The other thing that I like to point out is it's best to start a conversation with somebody, or at least watch how somebody interacts with everybody before thinking about connecting them. That's why newer channels that come into Tuber Chat, like for the first or second time, have a much harder time than everybody else who's been here many times before, because a lot of the people who've been here many times will not go to a brand new channel until they watch how they interact first with the community, so they can make a judgment call as to whether that creator will be genuine before connecting. And that's advice I would give anybody in any growth stream or anytime you're out meeting people. If you just see a brand new channel come in and jump right on them, you never know whether they actually are going to follow the procedure or not. If you watch the things they say here in the chat or in other chats when you're in other growth streams and other live streams, then you can get an idea. The other thing you want to remember, not every live stream is a growth stream. So if you're in a place and not everybody's dancing and baking and visiting each other's houses, you want to make sure you feel people out first. This is another reason why I always encourage starting a conversation. We're here for friendships. You know, if you make a friend, of course they're going to subscribe to your channel. Of course they're going to watch your videos. So that's what we're focused on, right? So forgive me, I'm way behind in the chat. But, yes, thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. He's having a tooth taken out on Monday, and that is no fun, but it'll be fine. And we will be happy to come back. We will be happy to have you back, Mr. Fulton Mraz, when you're feeling better. You'll just need a little bit of rest after that, but I'm sure you'll be okay. And yes, My Life as Shanice, everybody here is willing to help each other grow. Everybody's here for the purpose of gaining new friends and family members for their channels. Just please read our video description so that you know how everything works, and then you'll find some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. My Life as Shanice is brand new to Tuber Chat. She's been here once before, but there's an example of somebody who's just new to the Tuber Chat community. And then the more you watch of other YouTube channels' vids, the less YouTube takes away. That's a very good point. So 2 Pineapple shares information with me all the time, and they do a lot of experimenting, and we talk about this stuff together as well. And that's a good point. So if you're out watching a lot of videos and interacting with the channels you've subscribed to, then there's much of a less chance. That just makes sense that YouTube would take a lot less of those connections away, because they know you intended on connecting, not just subscribing, watching one video and never going back, right? It's very important. Thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, for reminding everybody, thumbs up and share if you can. I really do appreciate that. Forgive me, I'm way behind in the chat. So if anybody has mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning. Hopefully I'll see it. I'll keep my eyes open now, but I tend to fall behind a little bit, so I'll appreciate your patience. The Chit Chat Queen, good to see you here. That's another creator that's been here since around the beginning of the of Tuber Chat, many months, previously featured, of course. And then St. Clair's Republic, yes, everybody's here to bake. So the best success in Tuber Chat is always found making the first move, reaching out to other creators, and supporting them, watching their video, giving them a comment and a like, subscribing to them, and then coming back, letting them know that you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. So, yes, thank you, the How-To Lady, for recognizing the moderators. You know, it makes it a dream to even run a live stream like this when you don't have to worry about anything. When you have good moderators, and you know how seriously I take that, because we only have a few here, it can really help while they look after the things that need to be looked after in the chat, so that you can focus on your content and your live stream. Like I said, it makes it a dream. So thank you for recognizing our moderators in the chat. I hope everybody will connect with them. Jewel in the Kitchen is in the house. And we've been looking at Little Frenchie in Big Texas for quite a while here. 743 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 800 we know they're thinking of. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And then we will, let me spin the wheel. Let's see who's coming up, and I'll have it ready when we get back. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. We're going to look at 2 pineapples, so I'll have that ready in a minute. All right, thank you for your patience. We always take a break about midway through the live stream so that we can have a look at our gold and silver members. I hope you will support them, of course, because they support the channel financially. It really does help. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. We are looking at Two Pineapples. These are dear friends of ours, and I talk about this channel all the time now because, like I said, this is a creator who I talk to offline, if you want to call it that, over Instagram or whatever. Anybody can reach out to me anytime, both on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Twitter, I'm not as active, but you can if that's your network of choice. And I always love talking YouTube, whether it is a question that you think I can answer or information you want to share within the community. And Two Pineapples and I now have been talking over the phone probably once a week for the last at least month now, and sharing information. They are doing some very exciting things with their channel, and they are facing one of the probably the fastest growing channel that we've had in the Tuber Chat community. So for those of you keeping score, they had about 70 subscribers at the beginning of December, if I understand right, and they hit their 1,000 within 5 weeks. And became monetized shortly after that, and they have got a 24-hour live stream running at all times on their channel, and then as well they've had 2 at a time several times on their channel, which you'll be able to catch as well. Plus sometimes they go live on location live streaming, and they do a great job of posting videos. So there's much to be learned from these creators, as well as inspired and entertained by. And I hope you will connect with them. They are now rolling pretty close to the 1,600 that we know that they're thinking about. And we rated them yesterday. We've done that a couple of times now, and always have a good time in their channel. And like I said, it's a 24-hour live stream. So if there's a day that you're, on YouTube and you're supporting other creators, and you're sometimes looking for just a conversation, there's a lot of different live streams out there. There's a lot of different places we can go and a lot of different content. And when you want to chill and, like they say here, relax, unwind, and enjoy, they have a great live stream for that. I always have a good time hanging out, and there is always engaging conversation in that chat pretty much 24 hours a day. So, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up right now. There's another member, so put them on the wheel right away. And they get that guaranteed feature that we talk about, as does Two Pineapples and all of our gold and silver members, where we see those slides that I run at the beginning, middle, and end of every stream. This is Jewel in the Kitchen here. So 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Thank you, my life as Shanice. We'll push her a little bit farther on the road towards the 1,900 that she's thinking about. She will soon be on the road officially to 2K. Push and Boost is willing to swap playlists along with a lot of other creators here in the chat. So if anybody wants to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply just say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. If you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that. It does wonders for the algorithm, as you can imagine, bringing new people into Tuber Chat. That's how we continue to grow. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up while you're out supporting each other. And I know if you're on a phone, it takes a moment to do it because you got to turn the chat off. And it's very quick, but you don't lose your place, and it really does help the stream. So like I said, I'll appreciate it greatly. Any thumbs up always help. Norfolk Dashcam is coming up right now. This is another channel that we look at every day because they happen to be a gold member. As well, they get their link dropped in the chat every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen. With 726 subscribers, they're climbing just fine and moving on the road toward 800 as well. They are willing to take submissions from anybody on their channel. Even though it's called Norfolk Dashcam, they are exploring the possibility of doing a monthly global dashcam compilation, so you can have your videos be part of it, and you'll be helping a creator with their content if you find yourself with some entertaining stuff to send them. The Duffus Family Channel is willing to swap playlists. JetLife777 is willing to do that. Most of our There, at least half of the people here in Tuber Chat are always willing to do that. I do it as well, so if you want to do that, or if you haven't done it yet, if anybody needs me to talk about what on earth we're talking about when I mention swapping playlists, then just please go ahead and ask. I won't go over it if we don't need to, but if anybody wants to know how that's done, I'm always happy to go over it whenever we do need to. Let's look at Makeup with Jessica Vargas. This is another dynamic creator who has a loyal and dedicated community around her as well. She does a fantastic job of posting videos as well as live streaming regularly. And I'm hoping everybody will rally around her. With 1,270 subscribers or so, we can probably push her a little bit farther toward the 1,300 that she's thinking about. Emotions willing to swap playlist. TWTTV's in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's another creator that's got multiple channels, two of which we see here in Tuber Chat all the time. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks and TWTTV. Both of those channels were featured recently, as was Makeup with Jessica Vargas, as a matter of fact, not too long ago. And I'm going to get some more names for our wheel. Oh, Spotless Com. Okay, how to swap playlists. It's a fairly simple arrangement. All you're doing is you're agreeing to run a playlist of videos for another creator, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of videos for you. So you're not obligated to sit and watch every single second of every video. I always recommend to everybody to make a playlist that contains every video you've ever made, not including live streams. So you can do that when you work, when you eat, when you sleep, when you go out, on another device, in another window on a computer. And what that does is many different things. As you can imagine, if you get many different creators running an entire playlist of videos for you, your hours are really going to stack up. But there's two other big benefits, and they're the reason why I push it so much here on Tuber Chat. One of the reasons is because when somebody runs your playlist, they're essentially running 100% of the time of every video in that playlist. And then that can bump your averages up for your whole channel, as you can imagine, slightly. But, you know, it makes a big impact over time, especially if you swap with 100 different creators over many months. And then as well, you're trading favors with somebody. So that gives you a chance to get a friendship started. And that's where the real solid and strong foundation for your channel comes from, when you have creators that are willing to support you. They're excited when you come out with new content. They want to give you the views, the likes, the comments, hang out in your live streams and premieres and things like that. Push and Boost, great having you here. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. I'm not sure if that means you're leaving or if you're still hanging out. And hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. There's Emotion spreading some more generosity through the chat. Thank you so much for another super chat. We will, well, we did already look at Emotion. You can find that channel easily by typing in Emotion New Soul R&B, because it is a music channel and that's kind of where their focus is. And when you search, find, and click on a creator with a very popular name or popular words in their name, like Emotion, you're doing them a world of justice by searching, finding, and clicking on them. So, thank you so much, Emotion, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, we've already looked at that channel. Mic drop. Interesting. I don't pay enough attention to the super stickers when they come up and the funny animations that they have, but that's pretty entertaining, especially coming from Emotion. So thank you for that. Hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. And then, how do you send proof after you have watched? Yes, Elisa and Alex, that's a fantastic question. And then Spotless Com, I did just mention the whole process of swapping playlists. So you can let me know if there's something specific that you wanted me to clarify. Pardon me for a second. Okay, pardon me for that. I don't want to miss anything in the channel. The Duffus Family channel, thank you so much for your super chat. I'm going to put your channel up in another moment, right after Spotless Com, before we start spinning the wheel, and I will get some more names onto our wheel in another minute. Spotless Com has 226 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road towards the 300 we know that they're thinking about. They're relatively new here to Tuber Chat, but they've been back with us again several times, so hopefully everybody will rally around them and push them a little bit farther. Let me get this happening. The Duffus Family channel. This is the first time putting your channel on the screen, so we're going to be connected now. This is a new channel for Tuber Chat. I'm going to take one of your latest videos, this 15-minute one, and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll turn the notification bell on. And then hopefully our connection will stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Danny Riemann, thank you so much for coming in. And forgive me, I was mentioning how to send proof for the playlist swap. I got distracted there for a second. So what people are asking is, when you watch videos for a creator, I'll have to show you on the next channel because I haven't yet watched one for the Duffus family. But what happens when you watch a video is there will be red lines that show up under the video. They are like progress bars to show that some or all of that video has been watched. What you can do then is take a screenshot on your phone of the playlist after you've watched it and refreshed it with all of the red lines under the videos. Send that, or a video showing all of it, if you know how to do that with your phone with the screen recording tool or whatever, and then you can send that to the creator to show them that yes, you have in fact watched all of their videos, or at least run them. And that's what people usually mean by proof, but that is a popular thing to do. And if you want to do that with me, I also swap playlists with people. It's still a benefit to monetize channels, and I love helping people get moving on that road as well. You can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, and I'll be happy to do that as well. And then thank you, Spotless Com. Thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. They're always spreading positivity through the chat. Danny Riemann, you don't have to have a phone. It's just that most people are using a phone here in Tuber Chat, but on a computer you could just do a screenshot and send that to them as well. Maybe through email or another social network. This is JetLife777, and they've been with Tuber Chat for a while, previously featured, of course, with 466 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well and get them rolling. They are well more than halfway on their road to the 500. And thank you, Push and Boost. Yes, we do have a lot of great channels here. Thank you for the kind words as well. Thank you, the How-To Lady, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. I haven't looked at our moderators yet. My goodness, let's get that happening. Scratch and Pete. My goodness, I can't type today. I think I say that every day. And I didn't mean to spin so fast. JetLife777 has a lot of variety on their channel, but there's a combination of a lot of different videos that are all outdoors, right? So in different areas, and there's a lot of gorgeous content here. So everybody was kind of drawn to this channel right away as soon as they entered the Tuber Chat community many months ago, and they've been with us for quite some time now, both as a member and a member of the community, let's say. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're also a loyal and dedicated supporter. I've run into them several times supporting other creators and other live streams and things like that, and you'll see their comments on videos, of course, like we do with most people here in the Tuber Chat community. Let's get Scratch and PPA up on the screen next, and if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that greatly. Scratch and PPA has been with us for a long, long time as a dedicated moderator. He actually moderates on many different channels now and is an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. I talk about Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA regularly because they are our two dedicated moderators. You know, we have others now, but not very many. And both of these creators they live very much by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. And so there's not really enough that I can say about either of them. But Scratch and PPA, I know many people are connected to. If you haven't connected to him already, I hope that you will. First of all, like I said, he's an extremely generous supporter. And then as well, always gives much more than he expects to receive. But like I said, he's very well respected as a YouTuber now in a ton of different channels. And then as well, he's got an interactive series of videos going on his channel here that always releases on Tuesday, most often premiering. And we can do a live chat over there, and you'll find a lot of other generous creators, definitely loyal and dedicated supporters, and you'll get the kind of idea of the loyal and dedicated support that Scratch and Pete gives by the overwhelming chats that he has in his premieres with only 376 subscribers. So he's moving along just fine. Hopefully we're going to push him a little bit farther towards the 400 we know he's thinking about. And one of the things you can do is, first of all, subscribe to Scratch and PPA here on YouTube. But if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or any of those, you get a chance to vote on the content of the next week's video. And that's a lot of fun, something that's unique and sets Scratch and PPA's series apart. And I hope that you'll engage in that and enjoy it. Calming Mind Meditations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Finding Happiness in All You Do, great to see you as well. Thank you for coming in. We're going to look at Kira Welton, happens to be another moderator. This is Kristen Welton's daughter. We all live together in close to Niagara Falls in southern Ontario, Canada, and that makes her my BFF forever. So we're hoping to get her into a regular schedule of posting content again. She does a lot of live streaming with video games, as well as unboxing videos and some lifestyle videos, including a couple of flight lessons here, which are very entertaining. With 348 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Most 6510 models, forgive me, I don't know if I actually welcomed you when you came in, but thank you for coming in. I know you've been here for a while. Life with Adrienne XO is here with us. Thank you for coming in. That's another extremely generous supporter for Tuber Chat, and hopefully everybody will connect with her as well. Kira Welton, hopefully we'll push a little bit farther. Like I said, maybe we can get her over 350 subscribers today, and closer to the 400 that we know she's thinking about. I've got to get some names onto the wheel, so I'm going to do that in another second. Let's just spin quickly. We'll choose between Mr. Fulton Mraz and Bobby Loves Beauty, and then I'll get some more names onto the wheel, and we'll go for another half hour or so. Mr. Fulton Mraz is a generous supporter. He's been with Tuber Chat since the beginning and connected to me for even longer, probably over a year now. Always shares for us and is always here with us in the chat. Tomorrow he will not be here, so we got to connect with him today, and he'll be back next weekend, I'm sure. With 1,900 subscribers, he is officially on the road to 2K, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. For me here, push and boost, it is 2:35 p.m. right this second, and that's on the Eastern time zone, same as New York. Hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. I am going to get some names onto the wheel absolutely right now. Let's see what we can do. St. Clair's Republic. Alisa and Alex. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs. Yeah, sorry we had that trouble yesterday. The internet cut off and we had to stop and restart the stream. So they're both there. That's the second time that's happened to us, where we have a part 1 and part 2 for the day. But that's all right. The How To Lady. Did we look at her channel today? Yeah, that's okay. All right, we'll put it up. I don't think we did. If we did, I'll go move over it quickly. Khalid Delicious Food, our best friend who always spreads positivity through the chat. The YT buddies are in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's always great to have you here. You know, as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. We're going to look at B Savage, which is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. There's Hilda DC. Thank you for coming in. And let's see who we're looking at right now. The How-To Lady. There we go. So we'll get our answer pretty quick. The How-To Lady's always here with us and always spreads positivity through the chat. She's always saying wonderful things. And there's obviously much to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by on her channel. She's got 178 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her over 180 and move her a little bit closer to the 200 we know she's thinking about. Cabaret Gaming still in the house. Thanks for hanging out. One thing everybody wants to keep in mind, everybody has the chance to be on the wheel and the screen, of course. But I have a robot here called Bautissimo that keeps track of everything. And what it does, it's a combination of how long you've been here plus how much you've been interacting with everybody. And it's got this point system, right? And that's why Scratch and Pete is always at the top. Spotless Comms way up there today. Circle of Friends Paranormal. So when I need names for the wheel, I reach over and I grab those. In the case of Super Chats and memberships, we just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen a little bit faster, that's all. Otherwise, I grab the names from the list and Bautissimo keeps track. So again, it's not just about how long you're here. How much you're interacting with everybody very much matters. And then thank you so much, the How-To Lady. Bobby Loves Beauty is coming up right now. And this was a previously featured channel, and I know I tell this story all the time, but it's so overwhelming because I believe in my time on YouTube, this is one of the most, if not the most, warm welcome I got ever in a chat. You know, Bobby Loves Beauty, I believe she was just doing, you know, a makeup live stream, chilled, hanging out, just enjoying the company of everybody in the chat, and she does a fantastic job, you know, with the different things she does, including makeup, of course. But the community that she had in the chat that day was so unbelievably welcoming to me, and this is what I found so overwhelming about her channel. Not to mention the fact that she's a dynamic host and an engaging, you know, presenter in her live streams as well. She's been with Tuber Chat for a long time now, and now we have other creators that came from her community, like Makeup with Jessica Vargas, and let me see if I can find anybody here. Tammy Beauty Tutorials and One Busy Mama are here with us sometimes, and others. Because her community is so unbelievably not only loyal and dedicated supporting her, but just welcoming, and a wonderful live stream to have been in. It's just a great experience over there. So I can't say enough, but I just want to put a lot of focus on that because this is, you know, there's different things that draw you to different creators on YouTube and in different channels for many different reasons, all kinds of different reasons. And I just like to put a little bit of focus on that because you never know when the next creator, like Bobby Loves Beauty or Scratch and Pete or Michael's Adventures or Hilda DC or Corinne's Life or Sam's Vlogs, Trains, the list goes on and on and on. You never know when you're going to meet somebody who is going to become a friend to you and somebody who's going to be with you, you know, all the time and really supporting you, where you can both support each other. And, you know, keeping that going and then building another leg of your own community through theirs, right? So there's a lot of benefit in these friendships, and that's why we focus on it so much. Thank you, the How-To Lady, very much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Obviously, we just looked at the channel, but I really do appreciate that very, very much. And, Alisa and Alex is a channel that came to us before. They have redressed the channel and changed it up, and this is a mom helping her children with their channel. So I'm hoping we can, rally around them, push them a little bit farther than the 873 subscribers they have right now, maybe even to 875 or 880, and push them a little bit closer to 900. They will soon be officially on the road to 1K. And I'll get another couple of names for our wheel. Let's see what I can do here. Lead Delicious Food is already there. I wonder, I'm going to have to refresh some windows. Okay, I'll spin first, and then I'll look, because I got to refresh the windows and see who's still here. If you don't refresh your window, especially on a computer, when you're in a live stream watching, and I use an extra window here on the side that you see me drag off from another monitor, right, to keep up with the chat. That's why you see me always looking off to the side. I'm keeping up with the chat this way. And if you don't refresh your window every once in a while, it seems to keep track of everybody who's been there all day. So I might be looking for a channel that was here an hour and a half ago. They may not still be here, and that's perfectly fine. You know, I don't expect everybody to be able to stay for 2 to 2.5 hours just because it's convenient for me to live stream at this time. I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here, because, you know, it gets harder and harder as we keep going and meeting more creators and trying to support everybody as much as we can. My hope is that you get the value out of the time that you're here, you know, basically what you're looking for. Hopefully you'll meet lots of friends and family members. Hopefully we can share information and we can all be just a little bit better every single day that we're here, and then our channels will really start to fly. Macadamia nut pancakes, my goodness. Well, yeah, 2 pineapples is living the dream over there today by the sounds of it. My goodness. We had a fantastic breakfast here. Kristen whips up a fantastic French toast type thing, which is my favorite thing. And I was very lucky to have that today. Hopefully everybody is doing okay. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that. Yes, Declan Fans 2020 official still in the house. Very good. Travel to Light, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Khalid Delicious Food obviously has a lot of delicious content on their channel, but they are an unbelievably loyal and dedicated supporter and always spread lots of positivity through the chat here in Tuber Chat. And they've been able to make it. As a matter of fact, it seems to me that they're actually rearranging a bit of their schedule to make sure that they can make it to Tuber Chat, which is wonderful. They've got a couple of channels, as a matter of fact, and sometimes they come in with both. They've got 2,000 subscribers on this one, about 2,050 so far. We can get them probably a little bit closer to the 2,100 they're thinking about. And Travel to Light, hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members while you're here. Let's think about adding some more names to the wheel. Push and Boost is a new channel, but I want to have a look at this. I'm gonna have to look at these once in a while, one at a time. Miss Brown's Family is still with us. That's Cooking with Miss Brown with a second channel here. I don't know if Sparkles Hope Chest is still with us. Maybe not. Sparkles Hope Chest, just let me know if you're still here, please. And I'll spin for now. So keep in mind again, everybody, the hat is just atrocious, but thank you, Travel to Light. I don't mind the idea of camouflage, but this is a relatively cheap hat, right? But I had, in our area of Southern Ontario, Canada, we've been in extreme lockdowns ever since Christmas, and it's been quite a challenge to get a haircut, and I insist on going to the people I always go to, so I haven't been able to for a long time. As a matter of fact, it's still going to be a couple of weeks. So I use the hat because if you saw what my hair looked like today, it would be you wouldn't be able to connect with anybody. You'd be laughing for 2 straight hours. So we wanted to avoid that. Push and Boost is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat, so hopefully everybody will connect with them and give them a warm welcome. We know that for creators under 100 subscribers, they're getting hit the hardest by the purging and glitching that's been going on for the last 6 months. But we're going to connect with this channel right now. Now, because their videos are so short, I'm going to take both of them and add them into my watch later list. After the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. In the next 24 hours, I'll watch both of those videos. I'll leave meaningful, genuine comments related to the content of each of them. And then I will give the thumbs up, subscribe, and put their notification bell as I do for all creators. But in addition, something I'm going to do right this second is leave a comment on their discussion tab. Now, when you're doing this for creators, I hope you're doing a better job than me. I tend to say the same generic stuff all the time. And hopefully you do a better job of typing as well. So there we go. There's our comment on the discussion tab. That just shows YouTube and the algorithm that you really meant to connect with that channel. Urbex Paranormal and More is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. We got them on the wheel right away. This is our life. Did I put you on the wheel? Not today, right? This is our life is on the wheel now. So push and boost, we will be connected, and then hopefully you'll subscribe to Tuber Chat as well, and you'll have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to look at Urbex Paranormal and More. Look at the luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, it comes up right away. They happen to be a silver member, so they get that guaranteed feature that we talk about all the time with the slides at the beginning, middle, and end of the live stream, but they're here with us very often. And now, with 901 subscribers, they are officially on the road towards 1K. So hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. One of the things we know is when we hit a milestone, we want to go a little bit farther and push a few more subscribers so that if YouTube plays games with everybody and you lose a couple in the next few days, then you don't slip back below that milestone, because that always is not a fun thing. But with 901 subscribers, they will soon have that nice and locked in, and like I said, be officially on the road to 1K. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. And then Hilda DC will be connecting with everybody as well. Miss Brown's family. You'd have to have seen, I don't usually have hair like this. I have very, very, very short hair. This might be the longest it's ever been, at least in my adult life. So I will be looking forward to either doing something creative with this or getting rid of it. It's one or the other, and it'll be happening soon. As a matter of fact, tomorrow's Monday, so 1 week to go. 8 days. The countdown is on. I should do a live stream or a TikTok video. Kevin K gets a haircut. That'll be entertaining and something everybody's been looking forward to since Christmas. USA Scratchers, good to see you here. Oh, and Push and Boost, thank you for the bell. Yes, I always put notification bells on for all creators. If anybody in the house hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. And let's spin and we'll get another channel up here. USA Scratchers actually comes to us with 2 different channels, but they're here with their main channel right now. And we're going to look at another new connection for Tuber Chat right now. This is B Savage. And this is a new friend that comes to... Oh, that might not be the right channel. Let's double check and make sure that we've got this. Let me put quotes around it and search for the channel. You could do that on a phone or on the computer. I might have to do this another way. Let's see if B Savage is still here with us. I hope that they are. They were sent to us by Michael's Adventures, one of our moderators and dear, dear, dear friends. Oh, they might not still be here. I'm scanning back through the chat. Forgive me, I'm falling behind now because I'm going way, way back in the chat to see if I can find them. Okay, let me... I don't think B Savage is still here. Okay. All right, that's fine. Be Savage, just do me a favor, please. Let me know if you're still here. We'll move on quickly for now. We'll go back to it if they're still here. So this is what I mean. You can't always expect everybody to stay, you know, for 2 or 2.5 hours the Tuber chat usually runs, just because it's convenient for me to stream at this time, and that's fine. I appreciate every moment everybody spends. But if you happen to not be here when your name comes up on the wheel, then we just move on quickly so that we can get to channels that are in the chat. Here's Miss Brown's family, and sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes you get on the wheel and the luck's just not there. It takes like 2 hours. Miss Brown's family with 80 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Like I said, when we find channels that have less than 100, we know that the algorithm is hitting them the hardest with the purging that we've been seeing over the last 6 months. So hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 90 that they're first of all thinking about. They'll be a little bit closer on the road to the first 100. And I will get another couple of names for the wheel. I know Purple Tube's been here a long time today. I'm just looking over at my list now to see what I can do. Maybe my life as Shanice if she's still here. Yep. My life as Shanice, Purple Tube. I'm just filling up the wheel with a few names. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll add some more. And then Travel to Light, I'm going to ask you for a favor, just to please read our video description so you can find how you can maximize your time and meet the most creators here. Typically what happens is the best success is always found in supporting other creators by watching their video, giving them a comment, a thumbs up, subscribing to them, giving their notification bell a ring, and then coming back and letting them know that you've done that. Then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. The best success is always found in making the first move. There are many creators that come here regularly who will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, with good reason, because they want to have a look at how you're interacting with everybody else so that they can make a judgment call as to whether you might be a genuine supporter before they will connect with you. Mo6510 models, let's get you on there. The YT buddies. Okay, I didn't mean to spin already. There's St. Clair's Republic with 197 subscribers. She is getting so close to 200. I'm hoping we can push her there right now. I'm sure if everybody connected with her that hasn't already, we will get her to the 200 that she's thinking about. And we want to push her a little bit farther. We want to get her a little bit farther because we know that with the purging and glitching that goes on, if she happens to lose a few subscribers in the next couple of days, she'll stay above the 200, and that will be great. $124 subscribers for Calming Mind Meditations. This is a channel that's back with us again and again. They've been previously featured, of course. They're here all the time. And they, obviously have a relaxing channel that, they say right here on their banner that they do Sunday inspiration and money motivation uploads every week. They've got relaxing music for stress relief, nature sounds, and other things like that. So you can see that this channel, as a matter of fact, was something that everybody was drawn to when they first started coming to Tuber Chat, and they had a real struggle getting up the ladder to the first 100 because the purging and glitching was in full force right as they were starting to grow. But they've got that nice and locked in now with 124 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them for we can push them probably to even over 125, maybe even 130, a little bit closer to the 200 they're thinking about. We just want to get them a little bit closer to that goal. Here's My Life as Shanice. This is another channel that's been here with us before, and hopefully we'll rally around this channel and push her a little bit farther. This is the first time on the screen. I thought I put this channel on the screen, but maybe I'm wrong. So this is the first time this channel's been put on the screen. So what we're going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 13-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through the watch later list. I will, in the next 24 hours, watch your video in full. I'll give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course. Subscribe. I'll turn your notification bell on. And then, hopefully, our connection will be solid. Hopefully, you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So, Travel to Light, typically what happens is when I need names for the wheel, I look over to my robot, which is Bautissimo here, and it keeps track of how long everybody's here and especially how active they have been in the chat, interacting with each other. As you can imagine, I put the channels up somewhat in order, but I'm sure we're going to get to your channel before we finish. We've got about 15 minutes to go, and then we're going to rate a premiere. So Purple Tube has 1,700 subscribers. This is another channel that's been with us again and again. Hopefully we will rally around them, push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that they're already thinking about. And thank you so much, Hilda DC. Thank you, the How To Lady, for the positivity in the chat. Life with Adrienne XO. Let's get you onto the wheel. Life with Adrienne XO is there. Travel to Light, my pleasure. In the second half of the live stream, I tend to move through channels a lot faster than the first half. But again, it's pretty much decided by the wheel. Now, I know not everybody could be here right at the start, right? So when you come in, you know, it is what it is, right? But every day we do the same thing. So everybody always has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. Declan Fans 2020 official is here with us all the time. They always have interesting news for us in the chat, and they've been with us for a long time. So 1,240 or so subscribers. We know that they're very loyal and dedicated as supporters as well. We see them out supporting other creators all the time also. With 1,240 subscribers, maybe we can push them a little bit closer to the 1,300 that we know that they are thinking about. Now that I see the premiere that we're going to be rating, it's going to be interesting for everybody. It's first YouTube paycheck from Corinne's Life, who's a dear, dear, dear friend of ours, who's here always as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who comes up next. I will drop the link for our raid. We've still got 15 minutes to go here, but I'll pin it. And when it's time, everybody can click this link, say Tuber Chat Raid when you get into their chat, and I'll appreciate that. I will see you over there as well. But like I said, we got 15 minutes to go here. I'll leave the chat running so that we can clean up our connections. And we're going to look right now at Deborah Finney Spirit Orb, who I hope is still with us. She's been here for the whole live stream. We'll take a quick look anyway, and if she's not still here, we'll move on quickly. Yep, it looks like she might still be here. So Deborah Finney Spirit Orb's been back with us again and again. Had a little bit of a struggle yesterday because our live stream cut. My internet just went off, and so we've got a two-part live stream for yesterday. And Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs was having trouble getting back in. If we ever lose a stream here in Tuber Chat for the internet cutting off or whatever, I will always restart one time, or at least if we've I'll have to let everybody know. But let's say we've only been on for an hour or less, then I'll restart one time. If we've already been on for an hour and a half, we might call it. But typically, you'll be able to look at our community tab and then know whether we're going to restart. And if we are, I'll try to get the link put there so that you can get in quickly. But our live streams are always scheduled in advance, always on our front page, including if we lose a stream and have to restart. We've only done that a couple of times, but that'll be the thing. Push and Boost is willing to swap playlists, of course. Travel to Light, thank you so much. Occasionally people make me laugh in the chat with some of the kind things that they say. Declan Fans Official 2020 is just heading out. Thank you for the time that you spent. This Is Our Life is coming up right now. They are another member, of course, so I put their channel on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat. Oh, Tiffany Wears T-shirts. There you are. Tiffany Wears T-shirts did quite a challenge the other day, and I can't stop laughing thinking about it because it's something I would never do. I keep making the same joke, but I say I would. I love to encourage people to do things I would never do. And Tiffany Wears T-shirts had what I believe is called balut. They are those preserved duck eggs that you have seen many times all over the internet. They're actually something that is, consumed in different cultures, as far as I understand, in different parts of the world regularly. But it's something I don't intend to try because it's not a hamburger or pizza, and I tend to be set in my ways. But Tiffany Wears T-shirts tends to be a little more open-minded when it comes to that stuff. So you have an entertaining video to go and watch on her channel when we get to her as well. This Is Our Life is 1,200 subscribers they've got right now. They've got it locked in with about 1,210. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. And she won't be eating eggs again for a while. I am not surprised, but that's okay. And let's spin. I'm going to start rifling through channels now. We'll make sure we get everybody onto the screen, and then we're going to head over for a premiere. I've already pinned the link to the chat if you want to head over there early, but we've still got another 10 minutes to go here, and we're going to raid Corinne's life. She's got first paycheck from YouTube video for us to see, and that'll be interesting for everybody, I'm sure. Definitely relevant to everybody. The YT Buddies has 113 subscribers, so it's wonderful to see that they're well over their 100, got it nice and locked in. They're now on the road to 200, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've been with us many times here at Tuber Chat, and obviously they're doing a great job of posting frequently, so hopefully everybody will rally around them, push them maybe even to 115 for today, or closer to 120, and we will get that 200 in sight for them. Let's get USA Scratchers. Tiffany Wears T-shirts. I'll add in a minute. Travel to Light. I'll add more channels in a second. But we're going to start really rifling through these. I have to like blaze through these channels now. Travel to Light is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat, so I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators, and then hopefully our connection will stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. But I'm glad we had a chance to look at your channel. Hopefully we will everybody will rally around Travel to Light, give them a warm welcome, and push them over the 1,200 subscribers that they've got right now. Let's look at Tiffany Wears T-shirts, and forgive me, I did just miss a question. Oh, Spotless Com, we're going to go and raid Corinne's Life in a few minutes here. In about 8 or 9 minutes, we're going to go over there. I've already pinned the link in the chat, but I'll drop it again, and we will get over there. Tiffany Wears T-shirts, like I said, 1,600 subscribers. I'm going to try to find the challenge video. Here it is. 158 views streamed a week ago. Challenge eating preserved duck egg. So hopefully everybody will enjoy watching that. We actually raided her, and she did that right after. So it was on that day last weekend. But Tiffany Wears T-shirts is an engaging host. She's got a loyal and dedicated community around her as well, and hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. We'll get her moving towards the 1,700 that she's thinking about. Let's get USA Scratchers up here and see what they've got going on for us today. And maybe I'll get that link again. If everybody wants to head over, you'll be able to continue connecting with everybody in Corinne's Life. She's got a premiere, which will have a live chat just like here, and we'll watch her first YouTube paycheck video. And I'll be over there in a few minutes as well. Just please say Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. This is USA Scratchers with 276 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards 280, a little bit closer to the 300 they're thinking about. They've been back with us again and again, and they've actually got a couple of channels that they come into Tuber Chat with separately, which is great. Anybody can do that. If you have 2 channels or more, you're welcome to bring them here to Tuber Chat. The only thing I ever ask is that you treat them 100% separately. And we've seen that from many different creators, including USA Scratchers and Corinne's Life, for that matter. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. We haven't looked at Hilda DC yet either. Thank you for reminding everybody to like and share. Most 6510 models is coming up. $6,000 subscribers. So I talk about this all the time, but they are doing just great with very rapid growth, and hopefully everybody will push them a little bit farther as well. There's obviously much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by, with growth that high and that fast. So Mo 6510 Models is also a generous creator, definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. They're here with us all the time in Tuber Chat as well. Let's spin. Life with Adrienne XO. The wheel is not your friend today. Let's see what happens now. Look at that. Life with Adrienne XO has the ultimate luck on the Wheel of Doom today. Hilda DC is coming up right now. She's in the chat as a moderator with us. She's a dear friend of Tuber Chat. I didn't need to do that. That's okay. Hilda DC does vlogs, challenges, reviews, and all kinds of different stuff. She's also active on the other social networks, I believe TikTok and Instagram. But she has engaging live streams, and she's got a loyal and dedicated community around her as well. So I hope everybody will connect with Hilda DC. We don't know how many subscribers she has right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push her a little bit farther towards the next milestone that she's looking towards. And we will spin. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody today. Again, I dropped that link in the chat, but it's also pinned. We can head over to Corinne's Life. We can continue connecting over there while she does her premiere, her first YouTube paycheck video, which I'm anxious to see. I'm sure everybody here is. Let's look at Life with Adrienne XO right now. And then thank you, the How-To Lady. What on earth? Why on earth? Oh, because I didn't spell your name properly. I'm sorry. I typed it very quickly, and of course there's spaces in there. I should know this by now. This was Adrienne Villanueva vlogs quite some time ago. She was previously featured on Tuber Chat, went through a bit of a name change, but she is back with us constantly here. An extremely generous supporter of Tuber Chat. She's loyal and dedicated as a supporter to everybody, and with 1,440 subscribers, she actually always engages conversation in the chat too, which I very much appreciate. So hopefully everybody will push her a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,450 or so. She'll be halfway on the road to the 1,500 that we know she's thinking about. And then, hopefully everybody, just forgive me for putting the channels on the screen so fast. I wanted to make sure today that we got to everybody. We don't always. And one more time, I'm going to get our link. We're going to go over to Corinne's Life for a Tuber Chat raid. I will see you over there in a few minutes. This chat will continue so that you can clean up your connections, but her premiere starts in less than 4 minutes. And we will be back tomorrow an hour earlier than today. So thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support each other as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend, both with me personally and here in Tuber Chat. You can reach out to me anytime at Instagram at all one word Tuber Chat. And thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I'll see you over with Corinne's Life in a few minutes.